it all, it could drive you insane with wanting to put the information out. But I've learned how to throw it in a little bit, make a person laugh, and then hopefully, if I throw a little info out and a person laughs, it's
but I'm high and I got a little bit of blunt left, and I wanted to talk about something serious to a lot of people because it's only somewhat serious to me, and that's how the police keep killing niggas. And by niggas, I mean niggas, like black people. I see the signs that say Black Lives Matter, and we have the whole shit going on. Currently, I don't know when you're watching this, but in this moment in time, there's a lot of outrage, and Baltimore is damn near in ashes, in my over-sensationalized mind, that is, over this Freddy Gray shit. We have a lot of instances, and I will say this, a black man's life in America is not very expensive, and a lot of times you actually get a vacation with pay over killing a nigga if you have the right spin. And if you don't know me, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I believe that there are secret organizations or groups of people that do things in a very deliberate way to keep the masses off kilter, and police brutality is one of them. So I'm not going to talk about how to stop it because you can't. What I want to do is bring that light into it and to kind of explain why I think you can't stop it. Of course, I can't go into full detail because I don't have that much blunt left, but work with me and just kind of listen to my train of thought. Black people have been dying in America as long as black people have been in America over some bullshit. It's never fucking stopped. It's never going to stop. It serves way too many purposes. A bunch of intelligent, motivated black people could really upset the balance. We spend too much money. We, just like any other group of people, have the potential to change the world in a way that some people don't want to see it changed. And if we are focused on white people or the police, and then those people are thusly then focused on us, more power to the people who aren't focused on those things and are actually focused on what they don't want us to be focused on. So whether it's killing a nigga for looking at a white woman wrong, or whether a nigga got uppity and moved into the wrong neighborhood, to where now with civil rights we have to find a new way to control and keep black people and society as a whole, but I am speaking from a black perspective, off kilter. But if you can't look at the fact that the Black Panthers were, because of police brutality, basically is how they started. Rodney King. Just think about how many cases, I don't have to say Eric Gardner and just keep listing Freddy Gray, da 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 da. But there's always been outrage, if not riots. Things have not changed. We've changed with what water fountain we can drink out of. Like, if you look at the civil rights movement, if you look at the things that we were inherently able to change versus the things that we are inherently able to not change, why is the outrage not there? And there's a whole nother video about lack of black leadership, but I'm not going to get into that. What I am going to say is, from state to state, it's not like it's a southern thing or something that just happens in the West Coast. This happens all across the country for as long as I can remember, and before and after probably I'm dead and gone, if we don't start focusing our energies in the right direction. Why is that? You know, you would think that at least the requirements for becoming a cop would have changed. I'm pretty sure they do some sort of psychological testing in some states to become a police officer. So why has that not caught a bunch of these crazy racist motherfuckers? You mean to tell me that all of these motherfuckers, from the niggas that's just trying to do their job and stay alive in Oakland to the Bubba rednecks in Florida, have all slipped through these psychological testing cracks? Then they need to be better. The fact that we can get Ebonics recognized, you mean to tell me we can mobilize to get Ebonics recognized as a language, or at least a facet of the English language, and we can't stop black men from dying in the hands of the police? That's ridiculous. And me personally, I think the police are there to get us used to a police state, to get us used to martial law anyway. But the fact that motherfucking the police can kill a black man and get paid with leave, or in some cases not even go to trial, the fact that my life or my daughter's life could be just paperwork. And I understand, see, I'm not like, oh, black man, I understand. There are plenty of things that they do to fuck white people up to. There are plenty of things that they do to fuck Mexicans up. Oh my God, the things that they're doing with Mexicans, and just Google the fucking Mexican diabetes rate over the past 10 years and see how much it's increased. But once again, I think what's getting me, what's really making me upset, is that black people can't see that police brutality and our reactions, we're pawns in a game. We have this very Pavlovian response to violence against black people or things that are targeted against the black community that we can recognize. And it's very easy to keep us focused on that because we can rally, we can riot, we can protest, and the shit isn't gonna change. And just playing devil's advocate, being a cop is hard enough. Being in a very, like I used to say when I used to wait on cops when I was a server, if I thought that putting on my apron as a server would get me shot, there's no fucking way that I would do it. But every day when you put on that fucking badge and you risk getting shot. And yeah, you may have a vest, but nigga, if it comes to me, I will shoot you in the face or try my best to. So I applaud you for being in high pressure situations. What I don't applaud is, once again, the lack of free thought, that maybe you're put in this high pressure situation not necessarily to always uphold the law or to maintain order, but sometimes to uphold the law and maintain order. There's different levels. I think that when you have cops that, and once again, with the media and the music, like, they make it very easy for cops to be scared of black men. Media makes it very easy. We as black men make it very easy. Like, I'm a real ass nigga. Like, I ain't gonna take no shit, and I'm not gonna let no nigga treat me like no bitch. And I'm like an 8 or a 9. You have some motherfuckers that's extreme, that really fucking, not only, I mean, so you actually, we as black people fall into the trap that the media, we have to live up to that image, and then it becomes a cycle. Media sees what we're doing, they glorify it, so then we have to live up to the hyped up image that the media has set forth. And that creates a cycle of some real ass niggas sometimes doing some real dumbass shit just for images and appearances. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And the cops, from whether inside or outside, they see this cycle, and images are very powerful. And as they get into people's heads, like, that actually has bearing on some dumbass cracker with a gun's actions. And if I can sit and see all of these little pieces of the puzzle, sitting here smoking weed and watching YouTube on my couch, why is it so far-fetched to think that somewhere, some people that have been doing this for years with something to lose have actually implemented all of the shit that I'm just observing? And I would love to hear dissenting opinions. I would love to hear how it's just a coincidence or a trend that black people keep getting killed by cops for some dumbass reasons. I would love to hear how the media even controls what level of it we hear. Like, I honestly didn't hear about Freddy Gray until fucking Baltimore was once again sensationalized in my head, up in flames. So, am I crazy? Am I being a conspiracy theorist to think that police brutality, and I'm going to surmise my whole high ramblings up in these last couple of puffs. This is some good shit, but police brutality is a prong on the fork of the Illuminati, for lack of a better word. It's just another prong on their fork to keep America, at the very least, off kilter and unaware of their doings, and not even unaware of their doings if you don't want to look at it that way. But Freddie Gray or Eric Gardner or Trayvon Martin, this could have been the motherfucker that brought free energy to the world. These could be one of the motherfuckers that cured cancer, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure there's cures, but I do know that there's no money in a cure when there's money in a treatment. So at the very least, you have to look at it as a win-win situation for the powers that be. It keeps us fighting each other. There are untold amounts of people that have now been displaced from their homes and jobs because of this. And this is not an isolated incident. This goes on. Now it seems like it goes on every couple of months, but it used to at least be every couple of years, and now with the advent of social media and cell phones and technology, it's really becoming apparent. But at the very least, I'm pretty sure when Ella Fitzgerald wrote Strange Fruit, she didn't have YouTube. She just knew niggas was hanging from trees. So, once again, we are not trying to look at the disease. We keep looking at the symptoms. And until there are more people that are actually willing to look at the disease, and I hear more people saying, hey, wait a minute, why do cops keep getting away with this and not being outraged every time it happens? As a matter of fact, I highly encourage your outrage. Put it in emotional Tupperware. Save it for when the cops haven't killed anybody in a couple of weeks. Open it up and then do something constructive and try to figure out then how to stop it and why it keeps happening. This is your nigga Uptown Jackson. To the 23 people that are going to see this video, thank you for watching. I hope that it's more like 7,023, but I don't fucking know. Free thought forever. Hey, that's the way I'll end these rants. Yeah, man, free thought forever. Great minds think alike, but extraordinary minds think for themselves. I love all of you. Peace.
A million people are into it. That's not enough, man. That's just not enough. They can round up 1 million people easy, but we need 50 million, 60 million.
No, you're right. It is a life and death situation.